totally forgot that Clifford the Big Red Dog's coming back. I've talked about like the new Scoob movie that came out, Sharkboy and Lava Girl sequel that's coming out next year. I talked about Blue's Clues coming back, and now one of my other main dogs, besides Blue's Clues and Scooby Doo, one of my main dogs, Clifford the Big Red Dog's coming back. Now, if you guys don't remember, I think around last year, that I mentioned that Blue's Clues was coming back. Um, that would totally blew my mind. Around the same time I heard about this news, I heard that Clifford the Big Red Dog is coming back with a new movie, and that just blew my mind. For those who don't know, I grew up watching, PBS back when the PBS channel was airing kids shows at the time. It was PBS Kids. I don't know if any of you remember that. But and Clifford, the Big Red Dog was one of the shows I watched on the PBS Kids. Um, so yeah, I have the YouTube app pulled up right now, and I'm looking at a thumbnail saying it looks like Clifford the Big Red Dog. I guess the new show. I guess the new generation for Clifford the Big Red Dog is coming out. Or I guess it came out 9 months ago for Amazon Prime. Clifford the Big Red Dog movie 2020.
Clifford the Big Red Dog is a 2021 movie directed by Walt Becker, starring Kenan Thompson, Jack Whitehall, and Darby Camp.
Okay. So, okay. So, I yeah, I completely forgot. Give me 1 second. Clifford the Big Red Dog movie 2021.
Clifford the Big Red Dog is a 2021 movie directed by.
They need to. Okay, here we go. So, here's some information about. I don't know how much I can. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna give away the plot because I don't know what it is myself. But Clifford the Big Red Dog is an upcoming American, the really specific. Wow, Wikipedia, you really specific. Live action computer animated fantasy comedy film directed by Walt Becker. I'm pretty sure he directed other kids' films that was based on the shows that PBS PBS Kids was having at the time. I don't know. I don't know much about him. From a screenplay by Jay Shrek. I can't pronounce his name. Jay Shrek. I don't know. David Ron and Blaze Blaze Heming, Hemingway, and a story by Justin Mellon and Ellen Rappaport. I don't know. It's based on the children's book series of the same name by Norman Bridwell. Yeah, you guys didn't know, they made a book um, out of. They actually made a book named Clifford the Big Red Dog, and that book franchise was so popular, they made it into like a TV series and then a movie, animated movie that came out back in I think 2004, and now this new movie coming out, it's based on on it. The film stars Darby Camp, Jack Whitehall, Sienna. I can't pronounce the name. I apologize if I can't pronounce any of these actors' names. Half of them I don't remember, or half of them I don't know. I know this one, Kenan Thompson. If you guys don't know, Kenan Thompson was in the Kenan and Kel show. He was in. He made a. Both him and Kel Mitchell did a cameo in the live action Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. He also was in the Good Burger movie. He was in the All That, which is basically a show where they did skits, basically. And he recently he was uh in the in the animated 3D in the Grinch movie that came out a couple years back. So and Rosie Perez and John Cleese. Okay, so trying to see, and I guess Paramount has something to do with this. Apparently, it's being distributed by Paramount, and the release date is next year, like around this month, November 5th next year. I don't know if we can be able to go to theaters by then, but and I'm pretty sure they already filmed this movie. I don't know when, but I think I'm gonna have to say around last year, between last year and 2018, around that time. And this film, oh here we go. This film is set to be released theatrically in Will D 3D, Dolby Cinema, and IMAX on November 5th, 2021 by Paramount Pictures. Now, again, I don't know if we can go to theaters by then. Um, no, hang on, give me 1 second. Okay, so it doesn't give the plot. Well, again, this news just came out, so I don't know the major plot of it, but and since it's gonna be coming out next year in November, and I don't know if we're gonna go to theaters by then, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a trailer between August and October of next year. Yeah, a trailer for the new Clifford, the Big Red Dog movie, the new one that's coming out. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a trailer for it, at least a couple trailers and maybe a TV spot or two between August and yeah between August and October of next year, and in the Super Bowl in 2022 they're gonna like show like a 30-second commercial to promote the movie. And I'm pretty, or they're gonna do it this year or next year. Um, but yeah, I'm honestly, and this is coming from a guy who grew up watching Clifford, the Big Red Dog TV show, and reading the books. I am personally excited for it, honestly. And I know that sounds crazy because I'm in my early 20s. That sounds weird coming from me, but hey, I'm really excited for it, and I'm speaking of the YouTube app. There's a Clifford the Big Red Dog official first look teaser, and it's only 20 seconds, so I might as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. This holiday season, we're thankful for the pets whose love got us through the year. Right. But next year, get ready to love even bigger. Oh wow. Okay, that was a 20-second teaser. Again, I don't know who's gonna voice um, Clifford, on, but I'm guessing since Keenan Thompson's in this movie, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be voiced. I'm guessing that Keenan Thompson is voicing Clifford, or if Keenan Thompson is voicing another character from the show, or I'm just guessing here. Since you have Keenan Thompson in the movie, Paramount, listen to me. Since you have Keenan Thompson in this movie, you got to bring in Kel Mitchell. It would be an awesome reunion. I mean, they're already bringing out, and Keenan and Kel themselves. They announced that they're gonna do like a Good Burger 2, a sequel to Good Burger. So I don't know. Um, but this will be a perfect mini reunion, even though they had a reunion already. But I'm pretty sure they'll have another reunion in this movie. And speaking of Kel Mitchell, he was already in the show. He voiced I forgot. I think no, not Cleo. I think it was Cleo. I don't know. I had to look it up later. But yeah, the little yellow pit bull. I forgot his name. I think it was Cleo. No, I'm thinking of the other character. Either way, this will you gotta have Kel Mental voicing a character. You know, if you have Keenan Thompson voicing a character or playing as the character, or have Keenan Thompson being a villain, you gotta have Kel Mitchell as his sidekick. Come on, I don't know. I just gave you that idea. I don't know. It's probably a, or maybe it's a total coincidence. I don't know. That or I don't know if it's a total coincidence that Kel Mitchell was in a show and Keenan Thompson is in this movie. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is a big connection because after Keenan and Kel ended, I think around that same time, he went in to do Clifford, the Big Red Dog Show. And you gotta at least bring some of the original voice characters in this movie. You have to. I know some movies nowadays they have like a they have like a habit of where they do reboot movies of like TV shows from back in the day, especially in the early 2000s, like early to mid like early to mid 2000s, and like later on, like literally this year, they don't bring in the original characters or the original cast, I should say. Like yeah, when they had Neverending Story 2 and 3, they didn't have the original characters or the original cast members, I should say. Especially Neverending Story 3, but we don't like to talk about that. I know you guys were. I know I promised a cover song today, but I I was about to do it, but I was about to do a cover song, but I just remembered about the Clifford the Big Red Dog movie coming out, and then I was like, I gotta talk about this real quick. Um, and then tomorrow I'm gonna react to. Uh, I'm guessing there's a Shark Boy and Lava Girl trailer that's out. I don't know because the movie is coming out sometime next year in January, I think. If I looked it up correctly, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure there's an official trailer for it. If I remember correctly. Um, but yeah, are you excited about Clifford the Big Red Dog movie coming out? I mean, I'm personally excited. Now, like I said in the Wikipedia that I looked up, it's gonna be released theatrically. Again, I don't know if we can go to theaters by then, or are they gonna, or is the was everyone in this movie gonna do exactly what Scoob did when originally it was supposed to be in theaters, but it wasn't because of the you know what. But hopefully the you know what will go away by next year. So and it would be cool if they actually released this movie. Like I would say like 2 to 3 months after this movie was released in theaters, they put it on Netflix. And I gotta say next year is gonna be a good year because we already have a Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel coming out next year, and then we have Clifford the Big Red Dog movie coming out next year. I'm personally excited for it. Are you guys excited for it? Let me know. Um, let me know on my Instagram at Montel. Oh my god, my childhood's coming back. That's all I can say. My childhood is coming back in live action form, and hopefully this movie doesn't make me regret watching it. Because there's some movies I regret watching, like Ninja Turtles 3. Oh yeah, and for some reason I have the DVD of that. But I don't like to talk about that movie. In fact, nobody does for some reason. Well, anyway, off track. Are you excited to see Clifford the Big Red Dog in live action for the first time? And what's the most you excited for this? Excited for this movie. Anyway, just do what you guys do, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later.